In this video, we're going to review our 6-day stay in an Airbnb that's affiliated with the 4-star Dominican Hotel. We'll talk about the views from the rooftop terrace, the location, how well we slept, the transportation, and so much more. So stay tuned to the end. Welcome to Traveling with 904 Style. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, and I love fashion. First, let's talk location. The apartment is located in the heart of Brussels, and the views from the private rooftop terrace are nothing short of amazing. You can see Grand Place lit up at night, as well as St. Michael's Cathedral. It's literally steps away from the famous galleries with their covered passages and Grand Place itself. It's also less than a 10-minute walk to the central train station, making easy day trips to Bruges, Antwerp, or Ghent a breeze. And just beyond is St. Michael's Cathedral itself. You can easily walk to the Monica Piss statue, although if you want to see the original, you'll need to visit the museum located in Grand Place. It was a bit of a hike to get to the designer shopping area, but there's so much to see along the way. And if you want to visit the Atomium, you'll need to catch an Uber or taxi or take some other form of public transportation. So check-in for the apartment was seamless and it was easy. It was a little bit different than what I had expected because we booked this apartment through Airbnb and went through the typical Airbnb system. Somehow this apartment is affiliated with the Dominican Hotel? The Dominican Hotel here in the center of Brussels. There is something that I want to note here. The entrance to the hotel is not on a through street. So if you're driving your own car, it's easy to miss. In fact, I wouldn't recommend driving in central Brussels at all. It's difficult to navigate and parking is challenging as you have to use public parking garages. There is no private hotel parking area. We should have returned our rental car to the airport first and then taken an Uber or taxi to the hotel. So when you check in, you actually go to the hotel desk, which is just right around the corner. You check in as if you're checking into the hotel. So you can check in anytime. It was fully staffed. And the gentleman that checked us in at the hotel, he then walked us over to the apartment, and I strongly suggest you have them walk you to the apartment, because if we were tasked with trying to find it on our own, we would never have found it. It almost looks like it's in a private, secure area behind this big metal gate, and it almost looks like, no admittance. As a standard person, I would never have thought to go here on my own. So I strongly suggest you have them walk you into the apartment, at least for the first time. There is a working elevator in the building. This apartment was on the 5th floor by European standards, which is really 4th floor US, but that's just the way it works here. And there's no one above you, so you don't have to worry about footsteps in the night of people walking over on top of you. And there's no one next to you. It was really good. Okay, so we have checked into our Airbnb in Brussels, and the bedroom, look, it looks wonderful. We have a big double bureau over here. There is plenty of room on each side of the bed. Gorgeous little window here for sitting. Look at all that room over there. We've already got some of our luggage in here. We have a TV on a stand. There is this little bistro area and a kitchen with an espresso machine, toaster, microwave, a small cooktop. We have a small-sized refrigerator. We have a small dishwasher, but this is perfect for doing a breakfast in the room before you go out doing your tourist stuff. Now, when you first come in the entry, you have this nice little entry hall. You have the bedroom on the right. And you come straight ahead and you have the bathroom. And it's a really, it's a nice bathroom. I love, you got a lot of room next to the sink. I mean, you got a ton of room there to store everything. I am really excited to test this out. You got a nice overhead rain shower. You got a handheld shower. I mean, and I believe this should be, and yes it is, my washing machine, which I need to use to clean up all my clothes from our previous adventures. I mean, this is really, really nice. Now we also have supposedly a private balcony. So let's go upstairs and let's see just what's in store for us upstairs. Okay, so now up here you have a nice secluded living area. You have your sofa, you have a little credenza over there, nice little chair, another TV, and what is supposed to be the creme de la creme, we have the outdoor, we have the outdoor patio. Oh my gosh, this is why I picked this Airbnb. Look at that view. I mean, oh, not only that, look at the view over here. Oh my God, this is a bright, sunny day. I mean, this is just fantastic. Can't wait to show hubby all of this stuff. He went down to get the rest of the luggage. Now as we walk back in, you'll see what it looks like as we walk right back in to the unit. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I've got the doors closed and you can hardly hear a thing, but you open the doors and you can hear a little bit more of the city noises. I mean, these windows are well insulated. Can't wait to test it out with a good night's sleep so I can report back to you later. It is time to review this apartment we've been staying at in Brussels. Now we've stayed here about 6 full days, so we've gotten a really good feel of the area and of this apartment. Let's start with the location. The location cannot be beat. I mean, we are literally within a 5 to 10 minute walk of all of the major things, of the Grand Place, which is the central square that's lit up beautifully at night, of St. Michael's Cathedral, of the central train station. So if you want to do a day trip, you're literally about a 10-minute walk away from there. 5 minutes maybe to the, I think it's called the St. Hubert's Passages. It's a beautiful covered shopping area, beautifully lit, upscale shops. It's just simply stunning. And food, we've walked around quite a bit, and I have to say the restaurants right here at the apartment were the best that we had, and there are a ton of them, and it's literally less than half a block away to get to what I call Restaurant Row. I had thought when we came that we were going to be using the metro system, the buses, and that kind of stuff to get around. We've been here 6 days and I have not gotten on one bus and not one metro. We did take the train to Bruges for a day trip, and that was seamless and easy. But other than that, we have walked everywhere. So location, top notch. Sleeping, we have gotten a great night's sleep here every single night. The mattress it's got a nice little kind of fluffy over mattress on top of the, what I call the Tempur-Pedic box springs. So we slept well, and it was quiet. I was absolutely shocked. We are in the middle of Old Town Brussels. I thought that we were going to be noisy and not be able to get a good night's sleep. And this was probably the best sleeping experience that we've had on our entire 3-week trip through Europe. The apartment, they did provide a small fan. They had a small fan in one of the closets. I always travel with one, but they had one, which was nice. And I need a little bit of that white noise to sleep, and you might too. Now, if you want it dead quiet, go to the countryside. You're not going to get totally 100% dead quiet, but it was absolutely fantastic. We cooked in the apartment. As far as cooking, we only really make our breakfast, and that worked very well. Refrigerator worked well. Cooking went well. Little, small little kitchen, which I expect. Oh, I know. We did our laundry while we were here. There is a combination washer dryer in the bathroom that you can use. Now I tried to use the dryer, and it is a European dryer, so don't expect your clothes to get dry like they do using the dryer in the US. I ended up doing just an extra spin and then kind of laying the clothes out to air dry. So go in expecting that. That's what we expect every time we come to Europe. It's not like the US. Now, the other thing you can do if you really want to is you can go out to your back patio and you can put some of your stuff and lay some of your stuff out there. The only risk you run, if it's windy, the stuff can get blown up and over and down onto the street. So I wasn't too crazy about doing that. But so let's go back to, would I book it again? Absolutely, in a heartbeat. This was probably the best place that we stayed at during our entire 3 weeks here. Best sleep, most convenient location, beautiful views outside the window. I'm going to say probably there's only, if I have to nitpick and find negatives, I would say there's probably only 2 negatives. One, the living area is upstairs, so you have to go up and down the stairs. Not a big fan of that because I'm getting a little older and my knees aren't as friendly to me as they used to be, but it works. The only other negative is, if you can see back over here, right there, we have our computer set up on a small little desk up here in the living area. And the chair that you have is this really hard stool. So that's not the most comfortable thing to sit on. But if that's the worst thing I can find in this place, I'm thrilled. Oh, and I do have one suggestion. Please add a full-length mirror because I can't do an outfit check before I leave. I have mirrors that, help me to do my makeup and stuff in the morning, but I can't see if I'm all put together from head to toe. So those are really the only negatives that I have, and man, I am nitpicking to find them. So you can't go wrong in this apartment. We had a great time, and you can have a great time here too.